Mitikai Oyesin, good to be seen by you folks. Wish I could say I could see you, but I can't. I'm sure I will see quite a few of you as time goes on. We are 3 nights away from Thanksgiving. This video will be posted when it is 2 days away from Thanksgiving, and I have much to be thankful for. However, this is not my Thanksgiving video. That is planned to come on Wednesday. Right now, I want to address a social issue. What's his name? Joe Biden. Joe Biden is proposing loan forgiveness, student loan forgiveness. And he's not alone in this. Bernie Sanders said the same thing. I believe Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris and other Democrats have said the same thing. And I find this to be a preposterously bad idea. Now, what is gospel truth, unfortunately, is that the cost of higher education in this country is much too high. In fact, let's just go with the cost of private education, because a lot of private schools charge a lot of money. I know of people who are sending their children to elementary schools that cost as much as it did for me to go to Rutgers University back in 1987 to 1990. So it's just outrageously priced. If you have loan forgiveness, then these institutions that are waiting for this money all of a sudden won't be getting it. For some, they'll be operating in a deficit, and for others, probably the majority of them, it'll seem like a deficit. They're not going to make the profits they were expecting. So they will try to make the money up in other ways. I don't know how. I would imagine if they can get away with it, raising tuition, but somehow. And the core problem, the core issue is not addressed. In fact, the core issue becomes exacerbated. And the core issue is, why are we charging so much for education? Why do professors have to make so much money? Why do school administrators have to make so much money? Why does so much money need to go to campus life and the grounds and various other components, even the police? Why, talking about campus police, why are we spending so much money for an education, or to allow someone to have an education? It's absolute fact that somebody with the right motivation can find a great source of education, or sources, on the internet and the libraries, people they know, and get the same quality education for free. But, the motivation is lacking, the motivation to actually teach yourself, as opposed to just going into the class and having all the text and the books, everything ready for you. We don't need these exorbitant costs. And the loan forgiveness does not address these exorbitant costs. That just puts an undue handicap on the institutions that are charging too much. Yes, they deserve a handicap, but the handicap needs to be something that shouldn't be seen as a handicap. There needs to be a new system put into place so that the costs of acquiring a quality education can be reached by the overwhelming majority of American citizens. And for those that actually can't, okay, well then we have these programs in place to help them out, scholarships and financial aid and what have you. But the costs, so right now, so many people need to go into financial aid. And financial aid, one form of financial aid is constantly being in debt for student loans that could stretch on for decades. This needs to stop. This needs to be addressed. And it needs to be addressed now. So, I'm at 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm done. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. 4 fingers. Oh, and I'm a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Be good to yourselves.